Today we're excited because we're going to be speaking with a couple of really important individuals. Joey Reynolds, who has a great story about he and his family utilizing some of United Way's resources and some of our partners' resources as well to help his family get a little bit closer to financial stability and move into a safe, affordable home. So it's a great story about first visiting a CKEEP volunteer tax site and having his free tax preparation done and being the beneficiary of the Earned Income Tax Credit, and what he was able to then do and participate in some other programs like Back on Track, where he and his family saved money in an IDA and a match savings account to put towards the purchase of their new home that they are thankfully going to be able to obtain through Habitat.
We originally learned about the IDA and the free tax program. I think it was through a friend or a different company, I can't remember. And so when we first started going to Kentucky Refills to do the free tax program, they are the ones that kind of gave us the information about the IDA. The Earned Income Tax Credit also helped us because raising a big family just on one small paycheck a month wasn't easy. So we also use our taxes to kind of live off of throughout the whole year as well. On top of that, it was on February 28th of last year. I had left. Kids was in school, my wife was at work, and I just had to get done talking to a neighbor about babysitting one of my kids that afternoon. And after I got done talking to him, roughly 10-15 minutes later, that's supposedly when the fire had happened, just shortly after I left, and I didn't know about it until like 2 hours later. It was real bad because the most of the fire where it had burned through the trailer, it was where our kids' bedrooms had connected. So if it had been happened like the day before, there was no school, me and all four of my kids would have been there if it had happened. We pretty much lost everything. The only thing we did not lose in the fire pretty much is some stuff we had in the storage building out back. And in our bedroom we had this tub of stuff that we was collecting over several months for our new house. And it was just a matter of, I think it was just a few weeks or so before the fire, or a month or so before the fire, is when we found out that we got approved for the Habitat house. And it really still to this day, it has changed our life. We just seem like we're all in a better place with each other. We're happier. Everybody gets along better because they know that our life is going to start being easier once we move into our new home. I think we had $2,000 set aside for the IDA. Well, after the fire, we had got donations through the community, through churches, through Habitat, and through schools, but it was still not enough to get us back on our feet. So we wound up using that money just to get us through. And like I said, we had lost everything. And we had car repairs we had to fix. We ran through that money pretty quick because it was just so much stuff we had to replace. I mean, dishes, we had clothes, pots and pans. A lot of stuff was stuff you didn't know you really needed until you went to go fix up or something. You realized there's something you didn't have, for that one meal or something. And nothing has helped us. We also had a second emergency fund that's in a savings account in our bank that we don't even touch at all. We haven't even touched it, so it has came in quite handy. Like the Dave Ramsey class, we went through it, and before that, we heard of Dave Ramsey over the years, and before we even found out more about it, we was already doing. There's been a few times we've done the envelope system even before we even heard of it. So when we heard about Dave Ramsey class and we got involved in it, and he started talking about the envelope system, me and my wife both looked at each other and was like, we've been doing this all this long, but we learned more through him how we made it simpler. We was able to break down our envelopes even better. But yeah, I recommend it to anybody because it will help. It does help because we've been there and we've done it, and it is a great program.